What's up everyone, this is Sapphire and I'm here with Dreadbane and we're bringing you a special tutorial video about Mutalisk Magic Box Micro. Now if you've been to TeamLiquid and you're an avid reader of TeamLiquid, this tutorial is probably not for you. You should, if you haven't, go to the TeamLiquid, go to the strategy section and read the thread about Mutalisk Magic Box Micro because it's super effective, and as a Zerg player you really need to be using it, and as a any other race you really need to concentrate on understanding how this works, because this is very, very important and it's really, really devastating, especially against Thors. Now, in this example, we've got 3 Thors here, which Dreadbane has kindly parked in the middle of the map. Normally, with your normal group of mutas, the normal way to micro them would be to have them cluster together and be back and forthing, so you can, as per Brood War 1, you can keep them together and keep the control really nice and move away normally. And if you're really, really lazy, you just be attack moving like this, which is really, really bad. But the normal way most people are used to moving Mutalisks is as a group and keeping them together, backing and forthing very, very evenly. Now, if we watch how that works, we've got, for instance, 3 Thors right here, and we've got our group of Mutalisks, and we're just going to go and attack move in them normally, and you'll watch what happens. We go fight Thors, and most Zergs will be screaming, "No, don't attack those Thors, we're going to get shredded." And you can already see that splash damage, taking our Thors, taking our mutas to pieces. 1 Thor going down because we had 12 mutas against 3 Thors, and only down to 4 mutas right now. The splash damage is not having as much of an effect, but we're down to 3 mutas. Finally working on this last Thor, and basically the Thors are going to win this fight, with this last muta desperately trying to fight the Thor. And it's really ineffective. So most Zerg players will be sitting there going, "What are you talking about? I know that you don't attack Thors with mutas." Basically, that's been the usual practice. You just don't go anywhere near Thors with your mutas because that's instant death. Now, if we just get a second batch of mutas, which I prepared earlier, to move over here, and Dreadbane is going to refresh his Thors, and there's 3, look at that, 3 brand spanking new Thors. And they're purple too, that makes them more awesome. So, once again, we've got our Mutalisks, and we've got them hotkeyed, and it's just 12 Mutalisks, same thing. They're all 0-0 against these 0-0 Thors, there's no upgrades or anything. But what we're going to do is this Magic Box Micro, and I'd like to point out, I didn't invent this, I got my information from the TeamLiquid thread and saw it used so well by Idra in the Intel Extreme Masters, so I got my information just the same way as everybody. But here's a demonstration video. Now you see these Mutalisks, as you move them around like this is just normal, but once you tell them to come to a stop, they will come to a stop and they will start spreading out, like all units do. And now that they're spread out like this, they're in what's called the Magic Box. Now, the easiest way to understand this is just to look at the ground, and you see all these green dots, that actually forms a box. And just imagine there is that magical line all around this box of units, so it's basically around here. Now if we click inside the box, the Mutalisks converge on that point and they lose their spread. But if we click outside the box, they stay in their spread and they fly in formation. Now the thing to realize, especially when fighting against Thors, is they do the AoE damage, but their AoE damage is not very big. The spread is not very big. And when Mutalisks are in their natural spread, so you've sent them somewhere and give them 2 or 3 seconds to spread out, they will not take damage from Thor's AoE when they're in this natural spread. So we want to attack the Thors in this natural spread, and we want to tell our Mutalisks to move outside the Magic Box. Now, if you just look at this, right, you select them, and then you move outside the Magic Box. Our mutas right now, because we're not clicking inside the Magic Box, are flying in formation and not taking and not clustering like they were before. So basically, just to run through it one quick time before we go fight these Thors, is you send them to the same spot, they all get there, and then they nicely spread out. It takes 2 or 3 seconds, and now they're in their natural spread. And now we will go fight these Thors with the same numbers and see what happens. You move past the Thors, and then manually attack on the Thors, and they attack in their spread. And you see them working on this, and they're taking far less damage, and as the next Thor dies, you tell them to move, and you work on that spread again. Next Thor dies, tell them to move, and they stay in the spread. And you just stay in this Magic Box Micro, and we've basically fought 3 Thors with 12 Mutalisks, and we've lost hardly any. So this is super, super important. So just remember, is when you're fighting Thors, is send your mutas away. Like if the Thors are over here and you have to engage them, send your mutas away, send them to the same point, and just have them rally up there. Now give them a few seconds to get in their natural spread, and then you just move them. Click outside the Magic Box, just move them, and as you go past, you want to fly past. Imagine this Borrowed Zergling is a Thor. As you go past, you want to attack onto it, and then you will stay in your spread. You just see that, and then attack onto it, and you see the Mutas stay in their spread, and in that spread, they won't take damage from their Thors. So, if you're a Zerg player, I would highly recommend you do this, and if you're a Terran player, I would recommend that you be aware of it, because we're going to see more than just Mutalisks using this. There's so many more applications for the Magic Box, so it's a really important thing to be aware of.